The Southampton shirts have varied massively over the years. We've had the traditional red and white stripes, single white stripes, single red stripes. We've had great kits, we've had terrible kits, so I thought it'd be a good idea to have a look at every single home kit we've had since 1992 and rank them. 24. It's the 2019 to 2021. This shirt is an absolute abomination. First of all, the sponsor is absolutely terrible. It's the worst we've ever had. The bit on the top just looks so out of place. The whole kit just blends together absolutely terribly. So these weird light grey lines on the white as you get towards the bottom. I mean, none of this kit works at all and it has no redeeming features. 23rd. 2020 to 2021. This kit at least looks better than the last one in terms of design, but it still has the terrible sponsor that I spoke about earlier. There are a couple of things I really like about this kit. I don't mind the diagonal stripe and I really like the shield around the badge. But still too many problems. The black on the sleeve cuffs is far too thick and the sponsor just butchers this kit. 22nd. 2017-18. Now, unlike the last two, this shirt doesn't have the sponsor problem. It's got more the design problem. Main problem with this shirt is the collar. That red bit just doesn't look right. I'm not mad keen on the thick white stripe down the middle and the weird black and red striped border, so I think this kit deserves 21st. 21st. 1999 to 2001. This one looks very retro, and my main problem with it is the sleeves. There's this black line that just blocks off the sleeves that just looks really unnatural to me. Also, the stripe down the middle is okay, but I don't like how they've then put another bit of red right to the side. They've tried to do a stripe down the middle kit, but then also a traditional striped kit, and I don't think it works very well. 20th. 2008 to 2010. This shirt is sponsored by Flybe, which I quite like, but I think the actual design is flawed. Again, I don't like what's going on with the collar, and the way that the stripes are on the sleeves compared to the front of the kit just doesn't work. The Flybe sponsor is also in a box, which doesn't actually cover all three lines. For that reason, this kit just doesn't look too good to me. 19th. Now, a lot of people do actually like this kit, but I'm not mad keen on it. First of all, we got to talk about the sponsor yet again. Sportsbet.io doesn't sound like the kind of thing I want on the front of my shirt. I disliked this kit when I first saw it for the red stripe down the middle, but I actually quite like that now, and the black border makes it stand out. However, it also features this other pattern on the white, which I don't think works too well, so for me, this is 19th. 18th is the other Flybe one. It's from 2006 to 2008. Sponsor implementation, the badge and the stripes are done well here. I don't like the black on the top and it overall just looks a bit unbalanced. 17th. One of the Southampton shirts that I actually used to own. If you did in pictures, it doesn't actually look that good, but when I had it in person, it was always just a decent one. Make way for an Under Armour logo on the left. It's got a funny black collar, but overall, this kit isn't too bad. 16th. Another Southampton shirt I used to own. From 2014 to 15, home ones just remind me of the first few football seasons that I actually paid attention. I had this when I was really young and it was my favourite shirt. Looking back, there's a couple of problems. One, there's no brand, which doesn't make any sense to me. And two, the darker red diagonal stripes don't carry over to the sleeves. It's a classic, but the highest I could bump this up to is 16th. 15th. Take the last kit and hit the upgrade button. It's an Adidas kit from 2015 to 16. It's very traditional, it really is what you'd expect from Adidas, but it is quite good. 14th. 2003 to 2005. Now we're getting into the decent kit section. See, I quite like this one. I like how the Southampton badge is in a shield. I like the way the red and white stripes are traditional, but the red on the sleeves gives it a little bit of a twist. Overall, though, it's nothing that special. 13th. I know a lot of people won't agree with me on this, but this is the kit that I see a Southampton kit to be. Another one that I used to own, and it's one of my favourites. I couldn't tell you why. It has a lot of the flaws that other kits previously had. For some reason, it all just works so well together and just makes Southampton. I'm going to put the 2016 to 17 kit in 13th place. 12th. This kit was the hardest to place. It doesn't really have any white stripes. I don't know what I think about the gold, but for some reason it just all blends quite well together. 11th, 2001 to 2003. This is an old traditional one and it's really quite good. The simple red and white stripes with a black border work perfectly. The problem though is that the sponsor clashes with the red and white stripes, and it doesn't really do enough to make it the best of the best. 10th, 2012-2013. This is another shirt that I used to own and I really liked it at that time. It hasn't aged that well. The reds with the white pinstripes are okay, but the sponsor AAP, which I thought looked a bit dodgy at first, but it turns out it's actually a business based in Southampton. Has a weird white border around it, which just makes the kit look worse. But this is one of the kits that I had when I was younger, and it's a really nice one for me. 9th place, 2005 to 2006. This home kit again just features red and white stripes, but it has the badge in the middle and some black around the sleeves. It's not amazing, but it's a pretty nice kit. 1991 to 93, and this one is a classic. Draper Tools is a great sponsor, and white stripes was so good for the time with the pattern in the middle and the black on the edges. If our badge didn't look like something out of a primary school, this would be top 5. It also has some black on the cuffs, which I'm not particularly keen on. In this picture in particular, the material looks really outdated. Not bad, but it hasn't aged well. 7th, Southampton 23-24. When I first saw this one, I thought absolutely disgusting. But having seen it on the pitch and on the players, over time, it's really grown on me and it's now one of my favourites. I own this one, really beginning to appreciate the retro throwback. 6th, 2021-22. It's a nice, simple red and white striped kit, and generally my favourite type when it comes to home kits. Really like the subtle arrows in the stripes, they just add a bit of something new, but this shirt again has its problems. Bad sponsor, makes it look like they're off to scouts, and honestly, this could have been so much better if they tweaked a few things. 5th. The 2010-11. This was some kind of anniversary shirt and it actually looks really quite nice. It has this cool red diagonal stripe on a plain white kit. From afar it looks like a polo shirt, and on the pitch I think this looked banging. It's a breath of fresh air from other Saints kits, and for that it deserves a spot in the top 5. 4th, 1995-97. The old red and white stripes in their purest form. The Matt Letizia years come rolling back for those older fans, not me. And this kit is one of the defining ones of that era. Yes, the black on the cuffs is too big. Yes, it looks like a bloody sweet wrapper. But this kit is still great. 3rd, you all know what it is, the Dimplex kit. 1993-95. This kit is really out there, really complex, really just ridiculous, but it all works so well together. Just so unique for a Southampton home kit, so it has to go into the top 3. 2nd, 2011-12. It was very close to being number 1. I like how white is the main colour and then there's red stripes on top. The collar is a bit off, but I don't mind it too much. I like the yellow on the Umbro badge, I think that looks really good. And I love this sort of pattern in the stripes, maybe to do with the ways, maybe Southampton support City, I don't know, I'm making things up. But I think it works well together, it looks really, really nice, so it's my second place. 1st place. This finishes first for so many reasons. It's a red and white stripes, of course, 3 stripes down the middle, 2 on the sleeves, perfect. The collar looks really nice, lovely and retro. Sanderson sponsor is decent. It has the Southampton badge and a red circle. I really like that. Not sure if you can see there, but it says Saints several times on the stripes, both on the sleeves and on the front. It's just a really well balanced home shirt, so that's why I think it is the best we've ever had. Thanks for watching.